Hey, pretty people. All right, so it is the holiday time, and it is time to bake. Or actually, any time it's time to bake. Like I love sweets, so I do a lot of baking, and I do a lot of baking with booze. So I'm going to make a fireball caramel apple pie. So I've already got my pie crust ready, and I've got a cup of dark brown sugar that I'm going to add in here. We're going to mix that up. All right, I'm going to mix that all up. And some fireball. And that's about a half a cup of the fireball. This is my apples, dark brown sugar, and cinnamon fireball whiskey that's in here. And I've mixed this, and then I've allowed for it to sit for about an hour in the refrigerator because I want for the apples to soak up that cinnamon whiskey. Melted my butter, and I squeezed half of a fresh lemon in there. Oh, I got a seed, hold on. Alright, so I got my butter, and I'm gonna take my apples and brown sugar and whiskey mixture, and I'm gonna add that to this pan. Isn't she beautiful? And I probably chopped up about 4 fresh red apples that I peeled and diced. And I prefer fresh apples. I mean, you can always, no judgment here, buy some canned apple pie filling, add your whiskey to that and let it soak. Whatever works for you. And then I'm gonna turn my heat up just a tad, about medium heat, and I'm gonna allow for this to simmer for about 4 to 5 minutes. So while I am waiting for my apples to come to a simmer, I'm going to take a bowl and put a half a cup of regular granulated sugar and 2 teaspoons of cinnamon and a teaspoon of vanilla in my bowl. And what I'm going to do is add my apples, butter, and whiskey, all of that back to this bowl, toss it in that nice good coat of sugar on it, and then I'm going to put that in my pie crust and put it in the oven. And that's what my sugar, cinnamon, and vanilla looks like. And that is what I'm going to coat the apples in after I pull them off the eye. Okay. So I've got my pie crust that's gonna go on the top, and I'm actually going to try something that I saw on Facebook and see if it actually works.
Pleasure to meet you, Regina. I'm happy you like my hat.
A strange finding here at the statue of the princess. Is it just a coincidence? What brings you to the sculpture gardens?
Just admiring the statues, especially this lovely one.
Let's see if this works.
Person.
What? You know her? The one who modeled this statue?
Huh? Oh, would you look at the time? I'm running late. I have a very important errand. Would you for a minute? Thanks.
Hey, Johnny, where are you going? How does he always know where we are? Does that weird anyone else out? Aww, it's alright, Dina. I can handle this. Hey, cheer up. Maybe Maya's right about her.
In the video, it came out like hearts, so we see that did not happen. But nevertheless, it'll make for a very pretty top to my apple pie. Now I'm mad. How did they get the hearts? All she showed was a little circle thing that she cut out the pie with.
You know, I almost think you were hiding something from me. It's just this little game we're playing, that's all. Yeah, so there are these crystals and if we can go like the whole set.
Apples are ready to come off, and I'm just gonna strain them out. Now I'm going to take that juice that's left and make a glaze to go on top of my pie after it's done. Okay. All right, so now I'm adding my apple pie filling. Yes. Okay. Oh, I don't like how that look. All right. Stop. Yes, baby girl. Okay, wait a minute.
Mama, where's my chicken?
I put it in the refrigerator because you said it was too hot.
Hey, my chicken's ready.
You think it's ready?
Yeah. Take my chicken out. Oh. Mommy, I'm hungry.
Little girl, if you don't wait a minute.
Give me mine. Jojo! Jojo! Jojo, come here! Jojo!
I'm just gonna do a little egg wash along the edges of it so my crust doesn't burn. I normally would do this with a brush, but I don't know where my brush is. All right, and we're ready to go in the oven for about 30-35 minutes. All ready for the oven. Alright, we got our pie out of the oven and it looks good. And now I'm just gonna add this drizzle on the top. Ba-ba-ba. Done. And that is a mixture of the apples that was sitting in the whiskey mixed with a little bit of caramel to make a glaze to go on top of the pie. All done and ready to be sliced and served with some ice cream. All right, Mr. Griggs.
Crust is very crunchy. It's very important. I'm gonna get in here. Make sure that I get a little bit of everything. I need apples, crust, and ice cream.
So extra. Can you taste the Fireball?
A slight hint. It's a little bit. It's kind of cinnamony. Cinnamony, is that a word?
I don't know.
Cinnamony. How you spell that? C-I.
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon E. There you go. I would say that you really can't. It's not a strong taste of Fireball. No.
Okay.
But very good. That's why I'm fat, guys. All I do is taste all her stuff.
Well, I'm glad you like it.